Kinyarwanda is a 2011 drama film directed by Alrick Brown and written by Brown and Ishmael Ntihabose. The movie takes place in Rwanda during the 1994 genocide and follows the stories of various characters from different backgrounds and social classes, exploring how their lives are impacted by the conflict. The film begins with a powerful opening sequence that sets the tone for the rest of the movie. The audience is shown a group of people seeking refuge in a church, where they are eventually massacred by Hutu extremists. The opening scene is graphic and disturbing, but it sets the stage for the rest of the film and shows the horrors that the characters are facing. The movie then shifts to focus on the stories of several different characters. There is a young Tutsi woman named Jean who falls in love with a Hutu man named Hatari despite their different backgrounds. There is also a Catholic priest who struggles with his faith in the face of such atrocities, and a young boy who witnesses the violence firsthand. Kinyarwanda depicts the role of Muslims in protecting and sheltering people during the Rwandan Genocide. The film highlights the story of Imam Muhammad, a Muslim cleric who sheltered Tutsi refugees in his mosque and protected them from the violence of the Hutu extremists. His story is a powerful example of the role that religious leaders and communities played in providing refuge and protection to those who were targeted during the genocide. In the film, Imam Muhammad is shown using his religious authority and moral courage to stand up against the violence and hatred that was sweeping through the country. He urges his fellow Muslims to remember the principles of compassion and hospitality that are central to their faith, and he puts his own safety on the line to protect the refugees who seek shelter in his mosque. The portrayal of Muslims as protectors and allies of the Tutsi people is an important counter-narrative to the simplistic ethnic and religious divisions that are often used to explain the Rwandan genocide. By highlighting the stories of individuals like Imam Muhammad, Kinyarwanda shows that there were many people who acted with courage and compassion during the genocide, and that these acts of kindness and solidarity were often motivated by a deep sense of religious or moral conviction. The film's strength lies in its ability to tell these individual stories and weave them together into a cohesive whole. The performances from the cast are excellent, particularly from Cassandra Freeman and Edward Bompariki, who both give nuanced and emotionally resonant performances. Another standout aspect of the film is its use of language. The movie is primarily in Kinyarwanda, the national language of Rwanda, and English subtitles are used to translate the dialogue. This choice gives the film a sense of authenticity and allows the audience to fully immerse themselves in the culture and language of the characters. The movie was made with the cooperation of the Rwandan government and was filmed entirely on location in the country. This gave the filmmakers access to authentic locations and allowed them to work closely with Rwandan actors and crew members. Some critics and viewers felt that the film simplified and sanitized the history of the genocide by focusing on stories of reconciliation and forgiveness, rather than exploring the root causes of the conflict or the extent of the violence. Others criticized the film for not doing enough to address the role of the international community in the genocide and for portraying the Rwandan government and military as heroic figures. However, the filmmakers defended their approach to the story, arguing that their goal was to humanize the conflict and show the resilience and humanity of the Rwandan people in the face of unimaginable violence. They also noted that the film was made in close collaboration with the Rwandan government and that they worked closely with survivors and community leaders to ensure that the film was respectful and accurate. The film has received critical acclaim and has been screened at various international film festivals. It won the Audience Award and the World Cinema Dramatic Directing Award at the 2011 Sundance Film Festival, and was Rwanda's official entry for the Best Foreign Language Film category at the 84th Academy Awards. Kinyarwanda is a complex film with many different storylines and characters, but there are several key moments in the film that stand out as particularly powerful and impactful. Here are a few examples. The film begins with a powerful and evocative sequence that sets the tone for the rest of the movie. We see a group of young men and boys preparing for battle, donning traditional Rwandan garb and sharpening their machetes. The scene is both beautiful and terrifying, capturing the sense of ritual and tradition that was intertwined with the violence of the genocide. One of the central storylines in the film is the romance between Jean and Patrick, two young people from different ethnic backgrounds who fall in love despite the violence and hatred around them. Their story is a reminder of the power of human connection and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable violence. One of the most powerful scenes in the film is the reconciliation meeting between two women, one of whom was a victim of rape and the other of whom was the wife of the man who committed the rape. The two women are able to come to a place of understanding and forgiveness, and their interaction is a testament to the power of empathy and compassion. In one of the film's most harrowing scenes, a group of Tutsi refugees seek shelter in a church, only to be attacked by a group of Hutu extremists. The scene is both brutal and heartbreaking, capturing the sense of desperation and horror that characterized the genocide. The film ends on a hopeful note, with Jean and Patrick reunited and looking forward to a brighter future. The scene is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a better tomorrow. Overall, Kinyarwanda is a powerful and emotional film that effectively captures the complexity and brutality of the Rwandan genocide. The movie's focus on individual stories helps to humanize the conflict and showcase the impact that the violence had on the people of Rwanda. The film is a must-see for anyone interested in exploring the history of the Rwandan genocide or the impact of conflict on individual lives.